hurricane, a tidal wave. Essence perfect, life looks brilliant. Give me more of this. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You're burying me, burying me. Yeah, you're burying me, burying me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Can get you out of my head again. Is it wrong? Is it right? It's like I've won my final war without a fight. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. I know you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. To get you out of my head, get you out of my head again.
What? Oh no.
Hurricane, a tidal wave. Essence perfect, life looks brilliant. Give me more of this. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You're burying me, burying me. Yeah, you're burying me, burying me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Can get you out of my head again. Is it wrong? Is it
Just to feel like I'm fading, and though my heart breaks a beat down, I've crossed the line just to tell you, don't lead the way, don't even say that I drown with a conflict in the rain. I feel like I'm fading. Come on, give it all you got. You're trying to save me, but you're making it all worse. Every time you hear these words, I'll be down the road, cause I know the odds are better on my side. Why don't you try to be wise? Oh, help me, I'm calling you cry. I never wanted to be alive, just to feel like I'm fading, and though my heart beats a beat down, I've pressed the ledge just to tell you, don't lead the way, don't even say that I drown with a conflict in the rain.
Hi, I don't know why my PC just blue screened as we were rolling the intros, but I will be accepting donations because I also have to pay taxes. Jose Gonzalez.
And I will be your father figure. Put your tiny hand in mine. I'll be your preacher teacher. Anything you have in mind, Auntie Collins.
And you guys are watching the Mother Tuck and Post show, where apparently technology fails us on a weekly basis now. So I don't know what the hell just happened. I'm pissed because I had a blue screen before I even logged into StreamYard. So I was like, oh, good. It's getting out of the way now. I've never had to do a blue screen during the intro, but yes, hi, Bobby. Aside from technology failing me, it's not bad. It's not that bad. But yeah, no. Beans, yeah. Michael knows. I'm just annoyed, but it is what it is. The show must go on. Collins, how are you?
I'm all right. The moment that you left the background, I'll let you know that intro did decide to just keep, and I was like, oh God.
But you also are like an admin in the stream.
I don't know.
That's what I don't get.
I think it's against us today.
Okay, Michael, tell me if this is better. I raised my yeah. Let me know if this is better on your end.
Am I just so loud?
But I also lowered you down to be safe. I think it's just StreamYard doesn't like my shit. Because I never have to position you anywhere else.
I know. It's really rude.
See, that's why when they rose their prices, I switched platforms on the personal channel. But you know, it is what it is.
I thought the chicken was lovely.
I do have to say my hair is herring today.
I'm glad yours is. I'm just, y'all. This might be an episode where we just rip through it because that really just kind of like puts the funk on.
I will tell you, I had almost 13 hours of sleep last night.
Jealous. Actually, you sound even level with Auntie this time.
I don't even need a microphone. You know, you could probably hear me from your homes, wherever you were choosing to watch the show.
I mean, to be fair, the week that you didn't take your microphone and you were like on the road, you still sounded good.
That's hilarious.
And you were laughing your ass off too with the lovely Yoshi Warrior. I mean, the VOD is still available, y'all. There's a whole playlist of the Mother Tuck and Post show on the OLE YouTube channel. So what the hell are you doing not going back and watching and reliving?
Honestly, I'm gonna go back and rewatch all of our episodes because I feel like I need to rewatch this entire season of RuPaul's Drag Race because how are we only on 13 episodes?
We're on 13 episodes. We had a non-elimination spoiler, but considering how it played out, I'm glad it was a non-elimination, or else I would have had my pitchfork ready. I would have hopped on the first flight to go to Los Angeles to like start protesting outside of World of Wonder. But you know, I can't project to save my life. It's good. I mean, yeah, this is true. You are very soft-spoken, Michael. I'll give you that. But I mean, this is not a soft-spoken podcast. I mean, neither of us are soft-spoken ever. So
soft? Who is she?
No, and not even in like the NXT like 2014 way because fuck that guy.
I don't know.
Enzo Amore.
Oh, SAW.
Yeah. No. Fuck that guy. But it is a good week. We have Makeover week on RuPaul's Drag Race. Everybody looks forward to this. It's always interesting to see what the spin is. But this year, we have parents in the house.
Listen, Auntie's been in the house this whole time, but I can be your father figure.
Mm-hmm. You know what I see now? I need that stupid button of Caillou saying, "Oh yes, Daddy." Like I have it saved on my phone, but I don't have it saved on my phone.
Bald-headed bitch.
I mean, it's Drag Race. You know how many bald-headed bitches there are in Drag Race history?
They start off with hair and then they bald.
Yep. So out to Caillou for your comments, Caillou.
Oh yes, Daddy.
Not at looping. Okay. Okay, stop. It didn't need to loop 3 times. I wanted to play it once.
Yeah, loop it. How was your week?
It's been a week. I mean, I was not looking forward to doing my taxes this week, and then to find out that I don't get a refund after I've had one the last few years sucks. But I mean, the amount that I owe is not too bad. I'm just annoyed that I owe. Like, how do I make less money last year but owe more in taxes than I did the year before?
I have owed every single year because I am a hustler, baby. This is the first time I've only had one job. I mean, this is a hobby.
Well, yeah.
But it is not promising for me because it happens. But you know what?
It is what it is. I think I've accepted, like, unless, like, somehow, like, there's a full, like, transition, which, like, is looking fewer and farther between these days. Like, I'm just going to be working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living.
I do have to say, you cannot run away from the IRS.
No. The IRS, I don't fuck around with. Like, no.
I've never, like, I've always felt like if there's one thing in life that I could, like, run away from, is not tax.
No. Never. And I'm not about to find out the hard way what happens if I do. So.
No. But I did last year because last year I owed like upwards of $4,000.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, I have some, but I'm not depleting my entire savings account for the government.
Exactly, because I feel like a lot of times they'll give you like options to like pay it slowly, but like as long as you're making payments and it's arranged.
Yeah, I had some arranged payments and I had it all paid off in 5 months, which is fine. But I was like, you know, you do that whole thing of like, I could completely deplete my entire bank account and savings and everything to the dime. And then what? And then what? The government's not going to be there if all of a sudden I, you know, have a medical emergency or my dog needs to go to the vet because they ate something mysterious, you know? That's
or you need to go
like,
walk children in nature.
Yeah.
You know.
No. I get lost and here I am. I don't know what happened, but
well, I mean, speaking of getting lost, I mean, she was telling the story last week about how she got lost and she had to sashay away, Miss Lana Geray. After a controversial lip sync that I thought was hers.
I did.
I don't know.
And your video where you were talking about it is still getting numbers. Yeah,
I wasn't expecting like a little rinky-dink 15-second TikTok on the second account to just kind of like have the girls in their feelings. Let's see where it's at right now. Going over to Jose Ana Wem on TikTok.
Go follow Jose on Wem.
Whoa. Dula People.
Okay.
21,600 views, 838 likes, 272 comments, and 20 favorites.
Those 20 favorites. Whenever someone favorites a video of mine, I just think suspicious.
See, when someone favorites a video of mine, like I just think about it like Thor talking about Pink. She is my absolute favorite. Love Pink.
But then I found out that my mother-in-law favorites all of my videos.
That's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's such a cutie. Listening to her soap operas, she calls them.
Yes, good. As long as like they're favorited and you're like, oh yeah, no, we're good. Like she can favorite whatever she wants. Like now she's favoriting and it's like we're not good like that, then that's different. But
no, I do think it's funny because I use my TikTok as like this is funny to me, but also I'm having a mental breakdown. I just need a place to like filter this, and I usually delete it. And then she'll call me and be like, "Are you okay? Do you need me to come clean your house?" I'm like, "You live in Chicago."
I mean, I would never say no if you were around, but like,
you don't live here. You live thousands of miles away from us.
I mean, a hand is a hand. I will never complain about that. So
listen. If someone could come, here's something. This has nothing to do with Drag Race. Sorry, I bring the ramble everywhere.
Yeah, I was going to say us going on a tangent. That's so unheard of.
I just, it's like it's the motivation of like people are coming over, so I do a quick, like I just need like the unexpected, like someone saying I'm gonna be there in 30 minutes, and I'd be like, oh shit, so I do a quick clean, and then they just sit there and chat with me while I clean.
See, I feel like that's a lost art of just like people being in your presence while you have to get stuff done, just so you're not
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah.
It's like when people are doing like co-working stuff, it's just like, yeah, like we might be working on different stuff, but like I'll work on it in your company at least.
Yeah,
So.
I love that. Even if it's like I need to like finish reading, I have five books I need to finish,
Oh shit.
and I just love sitting and reading with somebody.
I mean, you know, there's a radical concept. It's never been done before. It's called a book club. I don't know if you frequented one in your day.
In my day,
I mean, you know, like they have these
in
things where,
my
they
day,
talk about the books. They're also like usually some sort of like appetizers, some charcuterie, some crudité, some tapas.
clearly Archer is in his feelings about Mr. Boy Guy. You're gonna talk on the podcast.
Oh, is he gonna Brandy Rhodes me right now for saying in your day?
Listen here, bitch. It's his
Therapist and I
favorite
were talking about
word.
book clubs again this week. I mean, there's few things worse than like when you're like reading a book, but it's like a book that you're not reading every day, but like you're going through like week by week, like doing a chapter and letting it soak in, because it's usually like a self-help book. Tell me why. So like for the past few weeks, I've been working with like a group of friends and like a different Discord. We've been doing The Artist Way by Julia Cameron. Like we're working on like developing our own shit and everything, and like finding like stuff to get us in our own groove again. Tell me why I'm re-listening to an old episode of Scam Goddess, which is like one of my favorite podcasts ever. Lacey Mosley, I fucking love you. It's like an episode where they're talking about someone that was like scamming like desperate young actors by like having them pay their way to go to Jakarta to film a movie that doesn't ever see the light of day, and then like they get like payment deferred and everything and all that stuff. So basically they're spending thousands of dollars out of their own pocket just for the opportunity to do something, thinking it's connected to a big studio. And they're talking about like the concept of like pay for play, or just like how like desperate you are for like that one big break. And then like the guest host at the time, Francesca Ramsey, who's like huge on TikTok, she's like, yeah, I don't know if they were reading like The Artist Way or whatever, but like to like think like, oh, this is a good idea. I'm just like, I've never felt so clocked in my life, because I didn't fly to Jakarta on my own dime, but we're getting real candid on the pod right here. So you know how last year I did media for WrestleMania and for SummerSlam
Yeah, that's how I
with
found you.
my previous site?
Mm-hmm.
All of that was unpaid. All of that was unpaid. I paid my own way. I did my own hotel, my own flights, my own equipment. The only things that like I didn't have to pay for, just like certain things were comped. But like they were saying like, oh, well, getting the comp ticket is the compensation. So when I heard that, I'm like, well, I'm just going to apply for like SummerSlam on my own and I'll just tell you guys I did it after the fact, because you're still going to get the stuff. And just like, well, if you're not going to compensate me, I'm not going to go out of my way anymore. So that was fun. If you guys have kept up with where I was posting my stuff last year,
I
you'll
didn't know the tea. I just knew that you had left, and I was like, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you going out on your own. Holy.
Yeah, so let the record show that we need to, like, as a whole, creators as a whole, we got to cut the shit with compensation and exposure. Because that, like, eyes don't mean anything. That doesn't pay my bills. That doesn't, like, keep a roof over my head. Like, people looking at me, that's great. People look at me all the fucking time. I want money. If I'm busting my ass, if I'm, like, making towns, going across state lines, going out of my way, not sleeping for, like, 4 to 6 days at a time, it would be nice to be paid.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's why I was, like, so disappointed with Wrestle Dream, because I was like, awesome. Like, I'm being told stand by, all the things. It's an hour and a half drive from my house, so I didn't have to pay for a hotel, all the things. And I'm like, yes, finally, I'm not, like, nope. they said no media. Here's some comp tickets. And guess what?
They
My
said no media on the Copeland debut show.
This is the year after.
Oh.
This is the Bryan Danielson dies.
Wow.
In Tacoma. And that was the day that there was media, but because I chose to not sit with the media because my purchase tickets were better, I didn't know that there was a scrum after. That was the day that they asked that stupid Mariah May question. You know how pissed I was at that? That's why I was like holding it back.
Yeah. I can't stand shit like that, but
it was really shady. It's just all shady business. And then when I tell the people, hey, I'm supposed to be doing this work for you, I understand that you got me comp tickets, but like if there's no media, there's no, you know, I'm being told that there's no one to interview, there's no media scrums. Well, then I'm just expensing this myself. Let alone had no idea, because people don't know how to communicate in the age of communication.
Yeah, like just be straight up. Like if you need someone to volunteer, just say it's just that, volunteer.
Right.
Or like we're not even asking for like a lot of money. Like even just something is better than nothing.
Something. Anything.
Like hell, when I did fucking
shitty.
like commentary for an indie show, I got $20 and I was totally fine with that. Because I even said like I'll do it for $20.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's not even about like what you're making. It's the principle that like, hey, you're of value. Like what do you want? I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. Like I'm only doing 3 matches. This is totally fine. Like,
and I'm so proud of you for knowing your value. I didn't know what was going on, and that makes me wanna.
Yeah. So I'm looking to course correct, because I mean, if I'm gonna keep wasting my time with so many other things, then I want it to be of value.
It's
because
never
I know
a
I'm an
waste of
asset.
time.
Clearly, I was an asset if you thought I was good to do it for free. So why shouldn't it change if I want to do it for actually earning something for once?
For money.
So.
Just gotta go rob some banks, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, not even just robbing banks. We got to talk about the fact that we had ourselves a little Spill the Tea mini challenge too this week. So the girls were voting, and they were trying to see superlatives. Who was most likely to do this, that, and the other third. Not really anything too crazy until we get to the last vote. Who is going home next? And 4 out of the 5 girls say Jewel Sparkles is going to be the next one to go home. Which
I think she took it with stride, right?
Oh, she totally did. It's like, y'all know I'm a threat, so you want me to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just because you have like only one win compared to their multiple wins, it doesn't make you any less talented to be there. So,
true.
Like, and honestly, remember, no one goes home this episode. Like, they were wrong. Unless she goes home next episode, but we're not going to talk about that. But what we are going to talk about is Ru announces that there are some special guests joining them in the workroom. So we see one by one. We have parents entering the workroom. The queens are crying. It's all wholesome. We have Sam's mom, Leslie, coming in. Like, super mama's boy moment. We have Lexi's mom, Tammy, coming in, which was super sweet because Lexi's talked about in the past that, like, she's ran away from home, didn't have a great relationship. And then to get to, like, where they are now, it's beautiful to see. We have Susie's mom, Susan, which writes itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go on, Susan. Give us nothing. It's okay. We have Jewel Sparkle's dad, Douglas, coming in, who might be my favorite of the whole bunch, just coming in and talking about, hey, queen.
Yes.
The sweetest thing. And then Anya, like, sobbing like she just found out that she was not the father on Maury, seeing her dad come in. Her dad, Andre.
Streams of tears.
Like, I haven't seen a good ugly cry on TV in a minute. That felt good.
Mm-hmm.
And we find out that this week's Maxi Challenge is they're giving their family their makeovers to join their drag family. So, I mean, we've seen makeover challenges over many seasons of Drag Race, Collins. Do you have a favorite and a least favorite that stand out to you?
I always think that my most favorite one is the one where it's a wedding and they drag up the male partner and then the female spouses, you know, in the male situation, and then they get married on stage, which I think is like a wholesome moment. I love the backstage conversation about gender and how they're having, you know, the freedom of expression, and, you know, my dad didn't let me do this. Like that whole episode, I cannot remember the season. It's
It also
very
hasn't been
early
done
on.
again like that.
Yeah. But made me cry. Absolutely. Um, I do have to say though, my least favorite, I think, was probably season 16, so last season, because it was clear to me that like Plain Jane was the only one who really adhered to the challenge last year, from what I remember. Because
Yeah,
it was just such a mess for everyone else. It's like they took the prompt and they said, we're gonna take our own note. It was
like it's one thing to put someone in drag, like totally, that's part of the challenge, but there has to be a family
mhm,
resemblance, which we've seen multiple times. I
mhm.
feel like last All Stars night, I think they found a perfect balance because they combined the makeover challenge with the girl group challenge, which is something they've never done
Oh,
with the firefighters. And like you have them like not only like getting transformed like for this makeover, but like they have to learn choreo and come up with an original verse to like a
mm.
RuPaul song. That we need more of. So I would love to see them do like that style again, and maybe an All-Star season keep it like with that level of rigor. But I mean, like I'm trying to think, there are a couple ones that like
I loved it. I
season
was going to
5.
say season 13, where they paired them up and then they did makeovers on each other. So I remember the winner of
Yeah.
that challenge was Utica and Simone, and they just did each other's drag on each other, which I thought was
Yeah.
so
Which they need to do
good.
again. Because I like
It was so
stuff like
good.
that. I thought season 5
Mhm.
with the gay veterans was funny.
Oh my
Because we also have the
God.
iconic Dave moment with Jinx Monsoon. I think I killed Judy Garland. And then an underrated
uh,
one that I feel like people don't give enough credit to is season 7, where they have the conjoined twin makeover challenge with the eliminated girls. Because
oh
not
my
only like is it that, but
gosh.
like you also have someone coming back into the competition too with like Pearl and Trixie.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh,
So
that's a
that
good
always stood
one.
out to me. I'm trying to think like which season was it? Because like there was like a makeover challenge where like one of the contestants was really not about it. I don't know if it was season 4. It was like one of the
They
earlier
were
seasons
like,
where like one
yeah,
of the
they were not into it at all.
yeah. So, but I mean, looking back on season 4, I mean, I wouldn't be that into it in 2025 either. But that's neither
I'm
here nor
pretty
there.
sure, did Fifi win that challenge?
You know what? Let me double check and see who won Drag
I just
Race
remember being
season
so, it was
4
either that or
makeover
Chad
challenge.
that season 4.
Let's see. Makeover challenge, main challenge winners, season 4. Yeah, it was Fifi O'Hara. It was the Dilf's makeover.
Oh,
Dad's, I'd love to frock.
I don't know why that always stuck in my brain, but
Season 4 had so much stuff that you can't go back and watch now, like not even just because of like the queens, but like you have like how rude like some of the makeover contestants was, and then you have the trainer for the wrestling challenge.
it's problematic. And of course, who they crown as their winner for season 4 had to be earmarked with trash.
Yeah, I just it is what it is, but we do kind of get to see like how these dynamics with the parents and the queens play out. We get to hear more about like what their home life was. Anya Nerve's dad missed Anya's high school graduation because he was incarcerated for robbing 5 banks. But immediately turning that
No,
into
he
like,
said that.
wait, what?
I just said that the way that they casually brought that up of like,
It's
oh
not
yeah,
even the way that they casually brought it up. It's that, yeah, so like, I think my drag name's gonna be Rob Her to Bank.
why did they go that route?
I mean, like, Anya's like, no, it needs to be like something like nerve related. Like, I think Anya and Nunya like ended up working out, but I was gonna say like my last damn nerve would have been a good one. I mean, just like think of like all the other names.
I do
Because
have
some
to
of these
say,
girls, the names were not giving. Let's call it. Let's keep it a buck.
if you currently play The Sims, you know that the burglar
Mm-hmm.
back in The Sims 4. And I was playing it last night, and do you know what the burglar's name is?
What?
Robin Banks.
Of course it is. I saw someone had like maybe like just a bedroom and a bathroom, and like the burglar came and took like the sink, the toilet, the dresser. Just like,
Yeah.
damn. I mean,
Mhm.
they knew they needed to add that to Sims 4, and it also looked like Susie and her mom were campaigning for the burglar to come back with their runway outfits, but I mean, we also like find out like some of these relationships have really been tethered over the years. I mean, we talk about Lexi's mom finally gendering her correctly after her transition for the first time in the workroom, which like Misty Eyes McGee, just like, come on. So sweet, so tender. We talk about like Sam Star and like his mom like having a great relationship, how she won a bikini contest back in the day. Come on, WWF Diva, Miss Royal Rumble. You better.
Okay.
And then talk about like how she wanted to look like Dolly Parton, which I mean, Dolly Parton's a drag queen. She has the body, she has the paint, but she's demure about it. She doesn't use foul language. She doesn't curse the Lord, but she gives it to you every time.
I know. She's been wearing wigs since the 70s. I want to know what her wig collection looks like.
I feel like for Dolly World, do they not like have like some of that stuff up on display?
I've
Didn't
never
Dolly-
been to Dolly World, and now I want to go.
Yeah, I don't know if Dolly lost a drag contest or if it was like a Dolly Parton lookalike contest and she lost. It was like one of those things where like you're like hidden in plain sight.
Okay.
Like, little dick.
What is happening? Can we not?
Like, is Mercury in a Queen of Spades right now? What is going on today?
Okay, first off, I don't know what it is. All I see is that there is work crews outside.
Oh.
I love where I live. I love living outside of Seattle. I live it. This is everything.
Mhm.
I was gonna post about it on my Instagram, then I was like, I don't want to post children. But yesterday, the last 2 days actually, the kids that live downstairs have been ringing my goddamn doorbell and
They're
playing
not
Ding Dong
Ditch.
Ditch. And
In the year 2025, we're doing Ding Dong Ditch.
I have a Ring camera. It records you before you touch
See,
it.
this is why
and...
you put it on your close friend store. You don't do it publicly, but you do it privately.
All right, I'm gonna do it because this kid is also dressed in Spider. I am dead. Just dead. And for the last couple days that they've just been fucking with my doorbell. I have a potted plant out there. They knocked it over and they were like running up and down the hall. They knocked it over and they go, oh no. It's like it was like a Hannah Montana.
How old
Like-
are they?
Children. I don't know ages.
I mean, my
enough-
thing is, I would just hit him real quick with that.
Cut the shit out right now.
I'm gonna change my responses on my Ring doorbell to just automatically. I already have a doormat that says please leave.
Yeah, like you got him with the
Who the hell told you tonight was open mic night, bitch?
I don't know if like the workers outside are like this is a sign like we already had some technology like failing us today. Should we just like go home?
I mean, I know that like Saturday is like a good time to like do all of that. But
I don't know.
they lost their damn mind. They lost their damn mind.
You know, it is what it is, but you know what? We have some runways to get into because, I mean, this is what the challenge was. So, category is drag family resemblance. Some of these looks, some of these names, leaving a little bit to be desired, but that is neither here nor there. You know what? Well, let me edit this. How do I do this? No, it's fine. Up first, we have Lexi Love and her mom, Mimi Lovely.
When she put the red strappy stuff on the table, I said, "Now, girl, your mom is
Right.
cute."
Well, I didn't know that there was going to be like a corset or anything too. I was just like, what are we doing here?
I mean, I know that Lexi would wear that.
I expected Lexi to wear it. I didn't expect her mother to wear it.
I mean, I understand apples don't fall far from the tree, but we also heard a story about how she kicked her out. So I'm like, is this revenge? Is this torture? But she turned it up. Who knew that Caboose was hiding? Because
padded for filth too.
absolutely, I would
Loved it.
like my booty to look like that. Jeez, oh wee.
Oh, and then
But-
also like we kind of glossed over it, but like her talking to like her mom about like how she feels about Susie too, kind of being like what Lexi was, aside from like going to run away and do drugs at the strip club, of like being the theater kid that like finally matured into a theater adult. So like that was kind of a tender moment. But I mean, this was great. I love this. I don't know why the judges panel was like trying to like dig into her about the look. I'm just like not having the resemblance. I'm like, are we looking at the same runway?
That I wanted to know, is it the hair? Like, what wasn't of resemblance?
There was synergy the whole thing, like red and pink Valentine's, like Victoria's Secret
Right.
realness. Like I got it immediately, and they both look great.
Exactly. You don't need to be the same exact like shade of color and all the things. Like,
Yeah, like we're not expecting a Trixie Mattel and Lyric moment where it's a doppelganger.
right. However, I loved this.
Yeah.
I want to wear this
Yes, absolutely.
while I'm recovering from
While recovering from like our projecting earlier as a tangent, just like not even talking about Drag Race, and then we're just like, well, now I'm kind of mad, so let's just keep going.
Well, let me tell you, this is the look that I was going after when I was doing commentary and managing when I was, working the, at 321. I wanted, because the Auntie Collins persona came from something like this, where I literally come in lingerie and, a jacket that resembles this. And I just, I wanted you to salivate over me. So.
To oogle and ogle, yes. Yes, we love it.
Amen.
Up next, we have Sam Starr and her mom, Sassy Starr. I'm not crazy about the name.
Why sassy?
Sassy's such a throwaway name.
I would have done cunty.
Or do you keep like an androgynous name and just like choose something just like could go either way? I don't know.
A Stella Star.
Or like you make Star the first name and do like something with the last name, like Star Samuels.
That would have been cute. But I really liked this look. I myself, I don't have any business wearing this. Or
No, I love
anywhere
the
to wear
acid
it
wash
to.
denim. The
But
reveal to show the
right.
keister, like the body was there. The resemblance was there. Like this was really good.
Here's the thing. I was surprised that Sam chose to wear the pants.
I am too. I mean, like, if we're talking about like my mom won a bikini contest, like let her feel the fantasy. But also the pants look good. Like it's a nice jumpsuit, like the flared jean, like it's tapered perfectly. Like it looks very classy, but also like very like pageantry. Like this feels like mother-daughter pageant tees.
I assume that these weren't made while that they were there, right? Because they would be
I hope not.
showing that. But just imagine having this on deck. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that there's a transformation challenge like this.
Yeah, knowing there's a makeover challenge, but not knowing who it is, you know, so got to record that so we could use whenever. I got to go back and figure out what it was we were talking about, Michael, because that was a few minutes ago. If it was like the kids at the Ring doorbell or me like just using the voice changer because I'm going crazy. But yeah, no, Sam turned it this week.
Amen.
Very good redemption for the bottom two last week for Sam. Oh, the deep voice.
Amen.
You like that? Hello. Yes, we're having weather.
Yeah.
It's
to scare the kids.
It's giving Grim Reaper from The Sims.
Yeah.
And I'm the only surefire way to disengage your temporal mandibular joint. Dr. Bitchcraft! Let's party. Katya.
You know. Is that going to haunt your dreams tonight?
Yeah!
Well, then my work here is done.
Not pressing the right one is just, it's such a slay. It's such a slay.
Get no respect around here. No respect. Speaking of disrespect, Susie Toot and Queenie Toot. It's the duct tape wig that's like a heart that looks like fucking Mickey Mouse in the 1920s. Also, here's the thing that really gets me. How are you going to have men that have never done drag before wearing heels and mama's out here in flats? Like, not even a kitten heel, just dead ass like she's wearing white Toms.
I know that she had mentioned, I can't wear heels. Like, okay, good for you. Why are you here?
And also, like, y'all ain't good like that, like, compared to everybody else. Like, really, why are you here?
And them being backstage and Sam Star's mom being like, yeah, I go every weekend. And Susie's mom, Susan, going, oh, I've seen him a couple times, right? 3 or 4 times.
Jules' dad literally moving them to Tampa so Jules can do drag.
Those are supportive parents. What? I would have been like, shut the fuck up. I'm putting you in a heel.
No, but like, here's the thing that really gets me. Law Roach living for this? Calling it Comme des Garçons, seeing it on... What?
When he said that on... When he said that on commentary, when he said that from the judges panel, I said, to whom?
I'm like, are we looking at the same thing?
I could have sworn that there was something Frankenstein here, because in what world are these 2010 pants back when we were wearing business casual to the club? In what world?
Nothing about this was flattering.
None.
There was like no body. There was no like fantasy. Like it's not even a taste thing. This was just objectively bad.
And the mug, where she usually excels in the 1930s makeup, this looked muddy and rushed and crusty and dusty. This was a bottom for me.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get into my thoughts about the bottom. But up next, we have Jules Sparkles and her father, Sarchicha Sparkles.
Looking like the
fucking
ice
love her
climbers.
So I was watching Pit Stop when Plastique said Ice Climbers. I fucking lost it because like now
Okay,
I want to
I
play Smash
haven't
Brothers.
watched it yet. That is hilarious.
I really want to fucking play Super Smash Brothers now, and I don't even like Smash Brothers.
So I was watching this part of Drag Race with my husband, and he goes, "Oh, like the Ice Climbers. They look like the Ice Climbers from Super Smash Brothers." So that is from Mr. Martinez over here.
Yes, yes.
So
We did. Yeah, it's literally like they're each one of Tori Wilson's boot covers from 2005.
Oh my god.
Like my thing is, I thought it was going to reveal into something the whole time,
I
and then it didn't on the runway. I mean, we'll get into that, but just like, damn, like because the energy was there, like the mug was there, like the pussycat wigs, sure, but like he was living. He was talking to the judges. He's like, "How do you like your sausage?" in Spanish, and like Rue's like, "Chorizo." Like her dad has the personality of a drag queen. I just wish that Jules gave her more of like a silhouette and like something to
Right.
accentuate it, because like he looks like he's gung ho for it.
The amount of support for Jules that we've been hearing and in the workroom and all the things, they put full ass titties on him and he's walking up and down, and I thought we were
Yeah,
gonna
Jules'
get
dad and Anya's dad living for the breastplates
I-
was fucking
I mean,
hysterical.
honestly, that was the best part about. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's
just-
the best part of that.
The looks were bottom worthy to me, but just like the energy like can't be beat. Salchicha.
I felt like the energy was better than Susie and Susan.
Yeah, I feel like Salchicha Sparkles is gonna go down in Drag Race history alongside Wintergreen for just like who felt the fantasy the most in a makeover challenge.
Mm-hmm. But now I want Jules on All Stars with a repeat of this.
Yeah, no, I need to see like, you know, because some seasons of All Stars they have like the redemption runways. So like, I would love to see how she would like turn this like into something like more like slutty après ski, unless like I'm acid wash Grimace going to the McDonald's convention. Yeah, it gave that. It gave that.
Do you remember when McDonald's did that whole like Grimace, I don't know, ad campaign, and he gave them their
Well,
honestly, give it to me. If you want to go full Grimace, do it. Make World of Wonder and MTV have to blur out the logo. Come on, like fully go out there. I don't know, whatever.
oh, and then you have like the golden arches down your spine.
Yeah,
And you're just like, oh no, I dropped something. Let me bend over.
yeah.
I mean, sadly, they could never do that, but I mean, it is what it is. But last but certainly not least, we
bad.
have
It's too
Anya
bad.
Nerve and None Ya Business. I love Anya
I
so
don't know what
much.
these.
The outfits didn't do anything for me, but like her dad was like feeling her oats. None Ya Business was feeling her oats for a minute.
Why are we doing the neon hair?
Yeah, no, I hate the wigs. Like, why are we doing this Betty Spaghetti hair with these like bright corsets with like the color of the like the other parts of the garment just like clashing? It just makes them look like bigger, burlier men than they are. Like, this isn't a read, and I fucking love Anya. Like, I love Anya down. I want her to win this season. This literally looks like you're going to Comic-Con and you're doing a cosplay. And when someone asks, oh, like, what's this cosplay? I'm like, oh, Tu Wong Fu.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wesley Snipes, Tu Wong Fu realness.
You can't do this to me. I'm trying not to blow out my mic.
No, I set your levels. Blow it out if you must.
by the way, I just Googled Betty Spaghetti and you just unlocked a part of my brain. I loved those bitches.
Yeah, this is not true ogre STG, but it is of the ogre ilk. I mean,
it looks like. Do you see how both of their skirts, by the way, like Nunya has the high low and Anya
and then
has
she has the low high.
High. Porqué?
Yeah, like for the synergy of a makeover challenge, we don't need a tag team finisher for your outfit. Like, I just... But you want to know, like, the really shitty part is, and I don't want to give them, like, any sort of publicity because I think they're a terrible person. I feel like this is something that you would see Rick Cataldo wearing out of Matter of Pride. Because the only place he could get booked is his own promotion.
And not even a major city.
No.
Local Pride.
Yeah.
Although, shout out local Prides. We love you. Thank you for doing the work. We love local Prides.
We had Monet Exchange last year at our local Pride.
Oh, really? I love that.
But anyways, that will conclude the runways for this week. We find out our winner of the Makeover Challenge this week is Sam Starr. Auntie, do you agree?
Yeah, she's given the giver, so I'm going to give it to her.
Mm-hmm.
A+. She went from the bottom and now she's here. Yeah. Hello. Loved it.
And then we find out our other placements are we have Susie Toot, who's safe. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And then the bottom three was fucking Lexi, Love, Anya Nerve, and Jewel Sparkles. Lexi should have been high. And Susie should have been at the bottom, like actually lip syncing this episode.
Absolutely.
Because do you know how many other close calls she's had throughout the competition where like she hasn't been in the bottom yet? And now they're saying she broke the record for like the most episodes without a bottom placement. I'm like, it's one thing to somehow get a high, like a safe and snatch game because you had a good runway. Mama, this is garbage. You should be in the bottom two lip syncing for your life this week. But instead, our bottom two lip sync is Anya Nerve and Jewel Sparkles. Jules, I agree with. Anya, I love her. Like, I understand why she was in the bottom. I would have given her the benefit of the doubt and had her be safe instead of having to lip sync. However, there are two reasons why I think that Anya was in the bottom instead of Susie. They knew nobody was going home, and they wanted two bitches that could turn out this lip sync song. Because we've had so many great songs with tragic lip syncs this season, they needed to plant the seeds for something to be spectacular. And boy, did they turn out this lip sync.
Okay, when I heard that this was the song, I went, how has this song already been on?
Same, because I honestly thought like they were gonna do like something funny, like well, I mean, it's Makeover Challenge. They're both in the bottom, like for making over their dads. It'd be funny if they did like Daddy Issues by Demi Lovato. No, they did fucking One Thing by Amory, and I immediately was just like, oh wait, no, this is gonna be good. And then we see Jules do a flawless reveal out of that like furry parka with this 40-inch hair, like the bedazzled like bralette and like these bell bottoms, like with the furry boots, looking phenomenal, like splits and everything. And then Anya Nerve also, like, you could tell these bitches knew this song. Thank God we finally have a lip sync where the girls know the song, they love the song. Anya was giving all the emotion, and I think like the best part was like you see like Jules's pussycat wig still on the floor. Anya punted that bitch over the judge's head. Like the kick was good from 40 yards.
The way that it hit whatever the background is, and you could just see Rue go.
Like, I need to make that a reaction video because when someone says wig flew, that's what I want you to like.
Okay, I have not heard this song since probably the first like under 18 or under 21 club.
There's no way you've gone that long without listening to this song.
When else am I gonna hear the song?
You mean to
It's
tell
not
me
on
that
any of
you
these
don't have a Spotify
playlists?
playlist with stuff from like the 2000s?
Okay, I do. So it's probably on there. And I didn't register.
That song is iconic. There's no way you go that long without listening
Okay.
to it.
I'm gonna have to analyze all of my 2000s playlists.
Yes.
Also, thanks for clocking me for having 2000s playlists.
Girl, I'm speaking from experience. Like, who unironically listens to the 18s in 2025? Me.
Yeah. Oh, but this is what happened to her, Amory?
I don't know. I think she just went back to like writing and stuff, which I mean is fine. I mean, sometimes you just need a good one-hit wonder, but alas, all our worries are cast aside because we have a double Shantae. Nobody's going home. But this was also a deserving double Shantae because I would live for both flip syncs, even though like if it had to come down to an elimination, I would have gave it to Jules because I thought she did a little bit more. But Anya fighting back with like the wig punt, like she's like, no, I'm not going home. I'm not going home. You want to reveal? I'm gonna fucking show.
I loved them showing also backstage with the parents while Jules is literally mopping the floor with her Usei, just doing splits and drops and all the things.
Keep in mind that bitch has a titanium rod in her spine.
What? I didn't know that.
She said that in the first week.
Oh,
because
the
like her
first
whole
week.
like talent show was like being bionic and shit.
Oh yeah. See, you remember things. Sorry, I have
I hit
Swiss
the right
cheese
button
for
that time.
brains.
But also, the thing that also gets me is that Sam's mom won a cash tip of $2,500, and the other parents got a sickening supply of Anastasia Beverly Hills cosmetics to continue their drag journeys.
Notice that the two fathers were in the bottom, and they're getting this prize.
But here's the problem. I trust Jules' dad to play with it more than Anya's dad. Like, no shade. It wouldn't surprise me. Like, if I were Anya's dad, I'd just flip it at the swap meet.
I was about to say,
ABH is expensive. Get your money.
Your Christmas present, your birthday present, your your Easter
You'd be
gift.
like, here you go, damn.
Oh.
I mean, but I don't even think it's so much just like giving it away because he's not going to use it. It's also the fact that ABH is not known for their shade range being the most kind to the darker complexion these days. Launching a contour stick with only 4 shades.
And they're orange. They pulled up orange on me.
Yeah, what's up with the contours coming out like bronzers lately? I mean, as a bronzer user, it doesn't matter to me, but just like...
I mean, clearly I love an orange bronzer. I love an orange. However, I miss Mac. I
mean, for the record, Mac didn't go anywhere. Like, it still exists, although they did just reformulate the Studio Fix powder, but from what I've seen, they actually expanded the shades, so... And it looks good, so... They did not pull a Givenchy with the Prisma Libre.
I got my little mini guy over here.
Good for you. Good for you. But alas, everybody is safe this week. Nobody goes home. Everybody goes home happy. Yay, yay, yay. Auntie Collins, overall final thoughts on this episode.
I think it's a good filler, good feel-good moment of the season. What, we have 4 more weeks of this. I'm ready for heightened drama. I'm ready for the competition to turn the dial.
Yeah, we have 3 more episodes left. I will say I have 2 gripes just with the format of the season. Because next week, the preview says at least one of you is going home. So I think they did a double Shantae, and now next week's going to be a double Sachet, which means it's going to be a top 3, which is going to annoy the fuck out of me. And then number 2, it's looking like we're not getting a reunion episode. We're just getting a Lollapalooza. And that means that the reunion's going to just go back to bring back my girls at DragCon, which I'm fucking annoyed about. Because of all the seasons to not have a traditional reunion episode on television, This is the one that needs it the most.
Why? What was their thought behind that? Money? Viewership?
I feel like low key them doing a drag con is gonna be real fucking bold considering the shit that Arietti said.
They want the drama. They want to.
But people also buy tickets for the panel, so I understand.
Is DragCon still in New York or is it in LA this year?
Well, I mean, they have like 2 a year. I think they do one in New York and one in LA. So I don't know where the next one is. But regardless, I mean, if you guys love what we talk about here in our foolishness, make sure that you're liking these streams as they happen, that you're commenting down below when you watch Back in Thoughts, that you're subscribed to OLE. Because there's something for everybody damn near every day of the week on OLE. Whether you're into the nerdy stuff like Marvel, whether you're into sports stuff, drag stuff, wrestling stuff, there's something here for you. Rock music, come on. Like, we give it to you every week. Auntie Collins, what's going on in your neck of the woods, as Al Roker would once say?
We're the calm before the WrestleMania storm. I don't really watch WWE. So I'm probably going to be a little quiet during WrestleMania season, but I'm going to be supporting other people, getting other people on my channel. I know I've been a little bit lacking, but Auntie Colin's been going through some stuff. But you can find me streaming every Thursday through Sunday. I'm here Thursdays and Saturdays on our local establishment. On Thursdays, we are the only Ring of Honor post show that I know of still going, suffering in not silence because we almost talked for 2 hours this last week. Go watch that episode. It's me and Kyle K. Sparks. We are talking all things Ring of Honor. And Saturdays, I'm here with the lovely Jose on the air doing our Mother Tucking post show. And Sundays, I'm over on Fightful Overbooked doing all things that make wrestling cry. We'll be back tomorrow, and I'm going to talk about, we haven't talked about it yet. I'm going to talk about that freaking street fight between Moxley and Copeland, if it's the last thing I do. But be sure that you are subscribing to my social media to see where I pop up next. Just let you know 30 minutes beforehand, hey, I'm going to stream, and you better like it and show up, or else.
Y'all, it's been a month, but I am slowly but surely getting back in my bullshit. I mean, Jose in the air pretty much everywhere. Jose on a whim on YouTube and on TikTok. On YouTube yesterday, we had my very first ever reaction video, reacting to the Brighter Days Ahead short film to accompany the Eternal Sunshine Deluxe album from Ariana Grande. So if you guys want to see me cry on camera, go watch that. But yes, make sure that you guys are staying tuned here every Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific for the Mother Tucking Post Show throughout the rest of season 17 of RuPaul's Drag Race. And we will see you guys next week. So make sure that you take care, and we will see you then. So bye, everybody.